Ole Liberators! Fingers here, and this is Dx2 Demon Review, and today we are talking about the SMT legend, the filthy casual breaker of days of old, El Fiend, Matador, a master sportsman who entertains the audience at the risk of his own life in a show where one mistake can mean death. It is said that this apparition was born from the lament of those who died performing and fueled by the desire to please the crowd. And I can't help but respect that attitude. It's easy to make fun of the try-hards out there, but me, hey, respect, dog. You're doing it for the crowd, for the applause. So let's check out what old Bone Boy here has got to offer. As you can see, the impressive agility of 237 off rip, which I've pumped up to 257. Very, very impressive. And he's got a strong minor in strength, 208 naturally, 228, pumping that up with Meat Thomas. And I threw my last 10 into luck because screw vitality for the Matador. He's either ducking around you and slapping you silly, or you are one-shotting his ass into the grave. He is weak to ice, so be aware of that. In true Mexican fashion, he is not a fan of the cold. As for the skills, the transferable Dark Sword inflicts physical damage on a single enemy with a 40% chance to inflict mute, and I love it. Nice little single target attack, but the mute is what I love most about it. It synergizes well with his ability. He attacks you, mutes you, and forces you to swing on him. No choice. You either pass or you run the risk of the undead clap back. And I really like that part of his kit. As for his first passive, evade plus 20% to physical evasion rate, thematically appropriate, and it also plays highly into his most infamous of skills, Andalusia. Activates the following chain effect when this demon evades an enemy's physical attack. Inflicts phys damage, 50% crit rate on all enemies 4 times. Counter effects will not work on this skill with a power of 30, so a sum total of 120 power attack. Clap back if he ducks your physical attack. Your average Hades blast, which can be quite lethal when appropriately magnified. So heck yeah, I love it. I love me some Matador, but unfortunately in practice this is largely a gimmick. In this game, he's not truly effective in PvP, either on your offensive team or your defensive team. Though, you can have some fun with it. You can have some fun making a meme team built around this. But overall, it's not going to get you into those high tier. The Matador team is not going to pump you up to that legend tier that you're looking for. It can still be a lot of fun, though. And who knows, maybe one day I can cook up a team and have some fun and bring El Matador back into the limelight. As for the archetype skill, I've got him in Origami at present, which gives him Hades Blast, physical damage on all enemies with a power of 120. Now be aware, Matador does not come with an innate physical pierce. Again, really hampering his effectiveness in PvP. Andalusia will not hurt anyone who nulls, drains, repels physical attacks. And since everything nulls, drains, or repels physical attacks these days, yeah, you're more than likely to have that repel bounce back on you and slap your own Matador into the ground. And as for his transferables, I've got him with a few obvious ones. Speedster, increasing his effect on battle speed by 50%, and with his impressive agility, this goes quite a long way. And following that up with dodge, the lesser version of evasion, for an extra 10% physical evasion rate, bringing my natural kit of his up to, what's evade? Is evade 25? 20. 30% bonus to his evasion naturally. And I forgot to mention, if you pump up Andalusia, there's another 20% evasion there. So if you were going to meme this guy into existence, you had best to dump those 5 red beans into this and get that evasion as high as humanly possible, because physical demons in PvP come correct with that accuracy these days. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 100% plus accuracy bonuses. These guys don't mess around. Everyone knows if you run Fizz, you'd best be hitting, because if you miss, lights out, game over. As for brands, dodge brands were built for this guy. You can go speed brands too if you need that extra push, but dodge brands for days, evasion, wherever possible. And outside of that, probably go with the war brands. Go high. I say go. If you're gonna gamble, if you're gonna enter the ring with the bull, go big or go home. War brands, evasion brands, and dance the dance of life and undeath. As for his panels, panel 1 plus 5% to physical hit rate. Thank you for that, Sega. I'm sure the effects of that 5% physical hit rate boost will be felt the world over. I kid, any accuracy boost is appreciated, but come on, you couldn't give us a double digits for his panel? Come on, yeah, come on. Panel 2 plus 5% to physical evasion rate. Again, this is Matador, Sega. Show a little respect. At least give us the 10% boost. I know he's a 4-star demon, but come on, man. We need something better. Something better. Give us the 10%. Give us the 10% for the Matador. And panel 3. I would say if you're gonna even consider running this guy at all, you need this panel 3 to make him baseline viable. Adds Fizz Pierce. Damage dealt through this effect is reduced by 30% if the enemy has Null, Repel, or Drain Fizz. So he's got the Pierce. Bueno, although it's only going to hit 70%. It's only going to be 70% effective against anything that nulls, drains, repels. But still, he gets the Pierce, which he desperately needs, or else you're going nowhere as you're going nowhere fast, especially in October of 2021. And before we wrap this up with the final Bone Boy of this Oktoberfest, let's check out these archetypal skills. See what else he's got, because I'm completely drawing a blank. Okay, the Origami archetype, we've got Hades Blast, which we discussed, and if you've got that panel 3, he can rip and ride against all your enemies with reckless abandon. Don't have to worry about that. As for the Protector archetype, Agile Cry, which I love, reduces all enemy evasion accuracy and increases own party's evasion accuracy by 20%. If you're going to be dancing the dance with Matador, Secunda needs to be on your enemies, and Tsukakaja needs to be on your team. Full stop, no exceptions. You're going to get crunched otherwise. You need this double debuff buff to get to where you need to be, where Matador can reliably evade the most monstrous of physical attackers. So this gets a big thumbs up from me. As for the Psychic archetype, great aim, plus 20% to physical hit rate. Again, another fantastic choice. I would say go full bore on his accuracy. Go Psychic if your team has a another way to inflict Secunda and Tsukakaja. Like if you're running him with, for example, Hiramasakato, who can do that with one attack. He Kuyu flashes, he puts the debuff on them, he buffs you up. Matador's ready to go. So you may as well get that extra physical attack so he can rip and ride. Though this is not as important because under Lucia, if it misses, you will not lose press turn. The chain effect goes off. Though you do want, of course, you want it to connect to get that damage, but it will not be as devastating to your team if he whiffs with Andalusia. So bear that in mind. And for the Elementalist archetype, Repel Ice covers his ice weakness. And I say to this, it covers up a weakness. So, with him, physical attacks, he's already got a strong buffet against physical attacks. Even Fizz Pierce attackers. Ice shuts him down quick. If you can cover up his one magic weakness, he's got an all-around defense going. So it is something to consider. However, ice attacks coming at you in 2021 aren't very prevalent, I will say. I mean, the ice meta in this game has been lacking since day one, and though they've tried to perk it up a little bit, it's still not getting a lot of play. So highly, highly situational. I would go with Agile Cry or Great Aim, depending on the team you're running. If you can get Secunda and Tsukakaja up some other way, go with Great Aim. If you don't have a way to do that, go with the Protector archetype and make sure that Agile Cry is on, because that will take you orders of magnitude farther than just Great Aim on its own. And that, mi amigos, is all I can say about this absolute legend, waving that red flag, forcing the bull to charge, daring the beast to come at him. And we all have to respect that brazen, ballsy attitude. Happy Halloween, Liberators. Don't get captured.